In the summer of 1997, microphones at the bottom of the Pacific picked up a sound. It came from nowhere, and it was louder than anything alive on Earth. Scientists at NOAA had underwater listening posts scattered across the ocean, Cold War leftovers, built to hear submarines. Now they listened for earthquakes, whales, the slow groan of the planet. Then one day, this. They called it the Bloop, a cute name for a sound detected by sensors more than 5,000 kilometers apart. Think about that. One noise heard across an ocean. To do that, you need power, enormous power. The loudest animal we know is the blue whale. The Bloop was many times louder. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. When scientists studied the signal, it didn't look like an explosion. It didn't look like an earthquake. Its frequency swept and varied, the acoustic fingerprint of something biological, something calling. But nothing that big exists. Nothing we've found anyway. And remember, we've mapped more of Mars than our own ocean floor. So for years, the Bloop sat in a file. Origin, unknown. Source, unknown. Repeat occurrences, none. It happened once, and the ocean went quiet again. Then someone traced the coordinates. The Bloop came from the remote South Pacific, near a place called Point Nemo, the single most isolated spot on Earth. So far from land that the closest humans are often the astronauts passing overhead. It's where space agencies crash dead satellites because nothing is there. Nothing is supposed to be there. And here's the detail that made the internet lose its mind. Decades earlier, a horror writer named H.P. Lovecraft invented a sunken city where an ancient creature sleeps beneath the sea. He gave it fictional coordinates. They sit unsettlingly close to where the Bloop was heard. Coincidence? Obviously, but scientists still couldn't explain the sound. It took over a decade. More sensors, more data, missions closer and closer to Antarctica. And slowly, a pattern emerged. The Bloop wasn't a voice, it was a break, an icequake. A massive slab of Antarctic ice, fracturing, shearing, tearing away from the shelf. When ice that size cracks, it screams through the water, a sound with the raw power of a living call, because in a way, something was moving. The frozen edge of a continent, case closed, almost, because here's the part no one likes to say out loud. We only solved the Bloop because we happened to be listening. Those sensors cover a fraction of the sea. The ocean makes sounds every day that no instrument will ever record. So the real lesson of the Bloop isn't that the mystery died. It's this: the ocean isn't keeping secrets. We just haven't built enough ears. Sleep well.